was goodbye. When you were standing there beside me, with evening resting in your eyes, and one old song still playing softly. I thought we'd have another day, another road to walk together. So when you turned and smiled at me, I let the moment pass like any other. I never knew that was goodbye, or I would have stayed a little longer. I would have listened to your voice until I knew each word by heart. And when the light began to fade, I'd still be standing there beside you, because the moments we don't know we'll miss are the ones that never leave us. Now sometimes music finds the room, and before the melody is over, I'm somewhere years and years ago, with all my tomorrows still before me. I never knew that was goodbye, or I would have stayed a little longer. I would have watched the evening fall and held that little moment closer. But maybe that's why after all these years, one melody can still return me to where you turned and smiled that day, before I knew that was goodbye. I knew it in your eyes before you ever spoke my name. There was something in that moment I could never quite explain. And the evening moved around us while you slowly turned to me, till the words became a feeling, and the feeling set me free. Stay here a little while, don't let this moment go. There are things the heart remembers that the years will never know. And if tomorrow finds us somewhere we never knew, I'll remember how the whole world grew quiet next to you. I can still recall the silence and the way you softly smiled, how an ordinary evening made us young again a while, and the melody kept moving like a whisper through the air, till I knew without you saying there was something waiting there. Stay here a little while, let the whole world pass us through. All I need inside this moment is the quiet sound of you. Those days were gone before we knew, while we were busy living through them. The same old road, the same old door, the little things we never noticed. We thought the years were ours to spend, and every day would come again. Those days were gone before we knew, like an old song fading in the distance. Now the smallest melody can bring the whole world back around me. Your voice, the road, the evening air. I close my eyes and I'm still there. Sometimes a breeze comes through the room and carries something I remember. Then for a moment I am young, with all those years still waiting for me. Those days were gone before we knew, and maybe that's what makes them precious. We never knew what we would miss until the years had passed between us. So let that distant melody play and take me home to yesterday. The photograph fell from the book and landed softly by my fingers. Before I knew what I was seeing, there you were beside me once again, with sunlight resting on your shoulder and that half smile I had forgotten. I touched the corner of the picture and all the years began to disappear. There you were, just as I knew you, I could almost hear you laughing, I could almost feel you turning near, all because an old forgotten photograph had brought you quietly back here. I don't remember who had taken it or why we stopped along that road, but I remember how you leaned toward me as though the day would never end. And while the room grew soft around me, I let that little picture linger, because some moments ask for nothing but a little time to live again. There you were, just as I knew you, with the whole wide world still far away. And for a little while, the years between us felt no longer than a yesterday. So I placed the picture by the window, where the afternoon could find you there, and let one old forgotten moment stay with me a little while, a little while. The night you stayed until morning, we watched the shadows leave the wall, while somewhere beyond the window a distant radio played soft and low, and every word became a whisper that seemed to lean into the next, until the hours lost their meaning and there was nothing left but us. You stayed until the morning, while the pale light crossed the room, and something in that quiet hour felt too beautiful to lose. So we let the silence hold us, while the night was fading through, and all these years I still remember how the morning looked with you. Sometimes just before the sunrise, when the world is barely stirring, that same familiar kind of stillness comes wandering softly through my room, and without trying to remember, I can almost feel you near me, as though one night could cross the years and find its way back home again. You stayed until the morning, while the pale light crossed the room, and everything we never said was somehow understood. So let that old night keep on turning, somewhere time was close to mine, and the daylight slowly crossed the table. I could hear the distant street growing softer somewhere far behind us. You were saying something quietly while I watched the light move through your hair, and without a word between us, I knew I wanted to remain right there. When your hand was close to mine, every ordinary thing grew beautiful, and the hours moved around us like they had nowhere else to go. So I let the moment carry me without asking where it might lead, because sometimes one small moment is everything a heart will ever need. Now a certain kind of daylight can return me to that place without warning, and before the feeling leaves me, I can almost hear your voice beside me. Not enough to make me lonely, only warm enough to stay a little while, like the memory of your fingers and the quiet way you used to smile. When your hand was close to mine, every ordinary thing grew beautiful, and although the years have taken all the places that we used to know, there are moments time can't carry. There are melodies it leaves behind, and somewhere inside that music, your hand is always close to mine. Before the years took us away, we had those quiet hours together, when every road felt close to home, and every night seemed ours forever. We never knew how softly time was moving underneath our lives. Before the years took us away, there was a world we thought would wait there. Your hand was always close to mine, and somehow that was all Sometimes the past comes drifting in, so gently I can almost touch it. And for a moment there we are, still young enough to think we'd keep it. Before the years took us away, there was a world still waiting for us. The little songs, the quiet streets, and all the nights that passed before us. And when that tender melody returns, I close my eyes and walk that road with you. The summer we almost kept was slipping quietly through our hands, while warm air moved across the street and carried music from somewhere. You walked a little closer then, as though the evening asked you to, and every step became a part of something neither of us knew. We almost kept that summer in the way you held my hand, while the lights along the avenue were waking one by one, and nothing had to last forever. For the moment to be true, because all I ever needed then was walking there with you. The years have changed the avenue, and strangers fill the places now. But sometimes when the warm wind turns, I hear that distant music somehow. And before the song can leave me, I'm beside you once again, where every little ordinary thing felt beautiful back then. We almost kept that summer in the way you held my hand, while the lights along the avenue were waking one by one, days of summer, I still carry here with you. Still with you. If I could stay there once again, where you were walking close beside me, I'd let the evening take its time and follow wherever it might lead us, because I never knew back then that ordinary days could leave so softly, or that the smallest memory could feel this warm after so many years. If I could stay there once again, listen longer when you called my name, and let that little moment carry on until the daylight slowly disappeared, because somewhere in my heart it never left that quiet road, that gentle air around us. And every time a melody drifts by, I find myself beside you once again. There are nights when nothing happens, yet something brings that distant world toward me, and before I know where I have gone, I'm young again and walking there beside you. If I could stay there once again, I wouldn't ask the years to give me forever, just one more ordinary little day, with nowhere we were hurrying to go. And while that old familiar feeling stays, I'd let the music carry us together until the last note slowly disappears and leaves me with the memory of you. A little light between the trees was falling softly where we wandered, and as the road curved out of sight, your shoulder gently touched my own, while every sound grew far behind us, and the breeze moved quietly through. I never thought to call it magic, I only knew little warmth upon your face, and somehow all the world around us seemed to soften in that place. So we walked without a reason, letting time go where it pleased, and I found more than I was looking for in that light between the trees. There are moments that grow sweeter, not because we ask them to. They simply wait beneath the years until a song comes drifting through. Then suddenly the road is near me, and your footsteps fall with mine, while something small and long forgotten comes alive for just a while. A little light between the trees, a little warmth upon your face, and all the years that came between us seem to vanish without a trace. So let the melody move slowly, let it carry what it sees, and leave me walking there beside you in that light between the trees. Between the trees. I remember the air that day, how it moved through the leaves above us, while you were saying something low, and I was listening to your smile as we followed the road together, with the afternoon fading behind. There was nothing we needed to hurry, nothing waiting beyond that time. I remember the air that day, and the warmth of your hand beside me, how the world seemed to open slowly with every little step we made. And although I never knew then how a moment could follow me home, there are days when the wind returns and I'm walking with you exit, entering in. Just a curtain moving softly, or a melody carried by wind. And the years begin disappearing, and the distance grows tender and small, until somewhere between two heartbeats I can almost remember it all. I remember the air that day, and the warmth of your hand beside me. How the world seemed to open slowly with every little step we made. And if time leaves anything with us, let it leave me that afternoon, when the wind moves softly around us, and I still had the day with you. That day with you. I didn't know we'd miss those days when we were walking home together, with nothing much to talk about, and nowhere we were bound to be. The years were somewhere far ahead, and we believed they'd wait forever. So every ordinary hour was something we forgot to see. I didn't know we'd miss those days, the little things, the quiet places, the way you waited by the door, the way the evening touched your face. We never knew while we were living how gently everything would change. And now one half-forgotten melody can bring it all back again. Sometimes I hear a distant song, and something in the room grows quieter. Then all at once I'm walking where we used to wander years ago. I see the streets we used to know, and almost hear you there beside me. not like a dream that makes me lonely. Just somewhere I would like to go. I didn't know we'd miss those days, the little things, the quiet places, the way you turned and looked at me, as though we had a world to waste. We never knew while we were living how precious ordinary days could be. And now one half-forgotten melody brings you quietly back to me. If the evening finds us here, with the daylight growing thin, let the curtains move around us, let the quiet settle in. You can leave your hand beside me. You don't have to say a word. There are things the heart remembers long after they are heard. Stay with me. Stay with me while the evening turns to blue. Let the hours lose their way. I've nowhere else to be but you. And if tomorrow takes this night, there's one thing time can't do. It can carry off the years, but it can't take me from you. There was something in your silence that could make the whole room sing. And the way you looked beside me made a lifetime from a spring. So I never watched the clock then, never thought the day would end. I just let the moment carry me where your melody began. Stay with me. Stay with me while the evening turns to blue. Let the years go where they will. I'll still remember you. was goodbye. When you were standing there beside me, with evening resting in your eyes, and one old song still playing softly, I thought we'd have another day, another road to walk together. So when you turned and smiled at me, I let the moment pass like any other. I never knew that was goodbye, or I would have stayed a little longer. I would have listened to your voice until I knew each word by heart. And when the light began to fade, I'd still be standing there beside you, because the moments we don't know we'll miss are the ones that never leave us. Now sometimes music finds the room, and before the melody is over, I'm somewhere years and years ago, with all my tomorrows still before me. I never knew that was goodbye, or I would have stayed a little longer. I would have watched the evening fall and held that little moment closer. But maybe that's why after all these years, one melody can still return me to where you turned and smiled that day, before I knew that was goodbye. I knew it in your eyes before you ever spoke my name. There was something in that moment I could never quite explain. And the evening moved around us while you slowly turned to me, till the words became a feeling, and the feeling set me free. Stay here a little while, don't let this moment go. There are things the heart remembers that the years will never know. And if tomorrow finds us somewhere we never knew, I'll remember how the whole world grew quiet next to you. I can still recall the silence and the way you softly smiled, how an ordinary evening made us young again a while, and the melody kept moving like a whisper through the air, till I knew without you saying there was something waiting there. Stay here a little while, let the whole world pass us through. All I need inside this moment is the quiet sound of you. Those days were gone before we knew, while we were busy living through them. The same old road, the same old door, the little things we never noticed. We thought the years were ours to spend, and every day would come again. Those days were gone before we knew, like an old song fading in the distance. Now the smallest melody can bring the whole world back around me. Your voice, the road, the evening air. I close my eyes and I'm still there. Sometimes a breeze comes through the room and carries something I remember. Then for a moment I am young, with all those years still waiting for me. Those days were gone before we knew, and maybe that's what makes them precious. We never knew what we would miss until the years had passed between us. So let that distant melody play and take me home to yesterday. The photograph fell from the book and landed softly by my fingers. Before I knew what I was seeing, there you were beside me once again, with sunlight resting on your shoulder and that half smile I had forgotten. I touched the corner of the picture and all the years began to disappear. There you were, just as I knew you, yesterday. I could almost hear you laughing, I could almost feel you turning near, all because an old forgotten photograph had brought you quietly back here. I don't remember who had taken it or why we stopped along that road, but I remember how you leaned toward me as though the day would never end. And while the room grew soft around me, I let that little picture linger, because some moments ask for nothing but a little time to live again. There you were, just as I knew you, with the whole wide world still far away. And for a little while, the years between us felt no longer than a yesterday. So I placed the picture by the window, where the afternoon could find you there, and let one old forgotten moment stay with me a little while, a little while. The night you stayed until morning, we watched the shadows leave the wall, while somewhere beyond the window a distant radio played soft and low, and every word became a whisper that seemed to lean into the next, until the hours lost their meaning and there was nothing left but us. You stayed until the morning, while the pale light crossed the room, and something in that quiet hour felt too beautiful to lose. So we let the silence hold us, while the night was fading through. And all these years I still remember how the morning looked with you. Sometimes just before the sunrise, when the world is barely stirring, that same familiar kind of stillness comes wandering softly through my room. And without trying to remember, I can almost feel you near me, as though one night could cross the years and find its way back home again. You stayed until the morning, while the pale light crossed the room, and everything we never said was somehow understood. So let that old night keep on turning, reminds me. I remember it with you. With you. When your hand was close to mine, and the daylight slowly crossed the table, I could hear the distant street growing softer somewhere far behind us. You were saying something quietly while I watched the light move through your hair. And without a word between us, I knew I wanted to remain right there. When your hand was close to mine, every ordinary thing grew beautiful, and the hours moved around us like they had nowhere else to go. So I let the moment carry me without asking where it might lead, because sometimes one small moment is everything a heart will ever need. Now a certain kind of daylight can return me to that place without warning, and before the feeling leaves me, I can almost hear your voice beside me. Not enough to make me lonely, only warm enough to stay a little while, like the memory of your fingers and the quiet way you used to smile. When your hand was close to mine, every ordinary thing grew beautiful, and although the years have taken all the places that we used to know, there are moments time can't carry. There are melodies it leaves behind, and somewhere inside that music, your hand is always close to mine. Before the years took us away, we had those quiet hours together, when every road felt close to home, and and every night seemed ours forever. We never knew how softly time was moving underneath our lives before the years took us away. There was a world we thought would wait there. Your hand was always close to mine, and somehow that was all that mattered. Now when a tender melody returns, I find the road that leads me back to you. Sometimes the past comes drifting in, so gently I can almost touch it. And for a moment there we are, still young enough to think we'd keep it. Before the years took us away, there was a world still waiting for us. The little songs, the quiet streets, and all the nights that passed before us. And when that tender melody returns, I close my eyes and walk that road with you. The summer we almost kept was slipping quietly through our hands, while warm air moved across the street and carried music from somewhere. You walked a little closer then, as though the evening asked you to, and every step became a part of something neither of us knew. We almost kept that summer in the way you held my hand, while the lights along the avenue were waking one by one, and nothing had to last forever. For the moment to be true, because all I ever needed then was walking there with you. The years have changed the avenue, and strangers fill the place. felt beautiful back then. We almost kept that summer in the way you held my hand, while the lights along the avenue were waking one by one. And though the years kept moving, there are things they cannot move, like that little piece of summer I still carry here with you. Still with you. If I could stay there once again, where you were walking close beside me, I'd let the evening take its time and follow wherever it might lead us, because I never knew back then that ordinary days could leave so softly, or that the smallest memory could feel this warm after so many years. If I could stay there once again, let that little moment carry on until the daylight slowly disappeared, because somewhere in my heart it never left that quiet road, that gentle air around us. And every time a melody drifts by, I find myself beside you once again. There are nights when nothing happens, yet something brings that distant world toward me. And before I know where I have gone, I'm young again and walking there beside you. If I could stay there once again, I wouldn't ask the years to give me forever, just one more ordinary little day, with nowhere we were hurrying to go. And while that old familiar feeling stays, I'd let the music carry us together until the last note slowly disappears and leaves me with the memory of you. A as the road curved out of sight. Your shoulder gently touched my own, while every sound grew far behind us, and the breeze moved quietly through. I never thought to call it magic. I only knew I stayed with you. A little light between the trees, a little warmth upon your face, and somehow all the world around us seemed to soften in that place. So we walked without a reason, letting time go where it pleased, and I found more than I was looking for in that light between the trees. There are moments that grow sweeter, not because we ask them to. They simply wait beneath the years until a song comes drifting through. Then suddenly the road is near me, and your footsteps fall with mine, while something small and long forgotten comes alive for just a while. A little light between the trees, a little warmth upon your face, and all the years that came between us seem to vanish without a trace. So let the melody move slowly, let it carry what it sees, and leave me walking there beside you in that light between the trees. Between the trees. I remember the air that day, how it moved through the leaves above us, while you were saying something low, and I was listening to your smile as we followed the road together, with the afternoon fading behind. There was nothing we needed to hurry, nothing waiting beyond that time. I remember the air that day, could follow me home. There are days when the wind returns and I'm walking with you once more. Sometimes memory comes so gently, I don't notice it entering in. Just a curtain moving softly, or a melody carried by wind. Then the years begin disappearing, and the distance grows tender and small, until somewhere between two heartbeats I can almost remember it all. I remember the air that day, and the warmth of your hand beside me. How the world seemed to open slowly with every little step we made. And if time leaves anything with us, let it leave me that afternoon, when the wind moves softly around us and I still had the day with you. That day with you. I didn't know we'd miss those days when we were walking home together, with nothing much to talk about, and nowhere we were bound to be. The years were somewhere far ahead, and we believed they'd wait forever. So every ordinary hour was something we forgot to see. I didn't know we'd miss those days, the little things, the quiet places, the way you waited by the door, the way the evening touched your face. We never knew while we were living how gently everything would change. And now one half-forgotten melody can bring it all back again. Sometimes I hear a distant song, and something in the room grows quieter. Then all at once I'm walking where we used to wander years ago. I see the streets we used to know, and almost hear you there beside me. Not like a dream that makes me lonely, just somewhere I would like to go. I didn't know we'd miss those days, the little things, the quiet places, the way you turned and looked at me, as though we had a world to waste. We never knew while we were living how precious ordinary days could be. And now one half-forgotten melody brings you quietly back to me. If the evening finds us here, with the daylight growing thin, let the curtains move around us, let the quiet settle in. You can leave your hand beside me. You don't have to say a word. There are things the heart remembers long after they are heard. Stay with me. Stay with me while the evening turns to blue. Let the hours lose their way. I've nowhere else to be but you. And if tomorrow takes this night, there's one thing time can't do. It can carry off the years, but it can't take me from you. There was something in your silence that could make the whole room sing. And the way you looked beside me made a lifetime from a spring. So I never watched the clock then, never thought the day would end. I just let the moment carry me where your melody began. Stay with me. Stay with me while the evening turns to blue. still